refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something? Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Hey. Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
At once.
Welcome.
Ready, Watcher. Yes?
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Absolutely. I'd be glad to.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes,
Can I pet him anyway?
it's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week. That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start. Now, time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper. I'll be damned. To be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well. Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. And it sounded like he has a job for you, too.
This elder of yours, he may have returned a drunk or an invalid.
Maybe. But the search for Persoc is just as important as what I find.
Is that right? And what if you return empty-handed, eh?
I never return empty-handed. Mercenaries.
I'm here.
All fancy weapons and no skill.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business. Go see Osric. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
I'd be glad to.
For the last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up! If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off! You want an expedition? Talk to Wennon. I just handle these mercenary shit-shovelers! Adventurers, I mean. I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back. No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction. You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you. It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation. Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind a fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out. It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
Of all the things I've gotten used to, food was the hardest adjustment.
I quite agree. Deer wouldn't oversalt everything and drown it in sauce.
And they burn out all the flavor. Nothing like a raw deer flank. How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Greetings.
You fought for the Deerwood in the Saints' War?
You'd better grab a couple pints before you get me going on that one.
No complaints here.
Hail and well met.
Don't fret. You'll get used to it. I'm ready.
I'm here.
Stand together!
I'd be glad to.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
I'm ready.
Hey,
My bow's ready.
Absolutely. I'm here. Absolutely.
I'm ready. For the Republics! The Arches Vox!
you're...
Leave it! to me!
Absolutely.
I'm Permet Kong Swolias.
Ready, Watcher.
Dead on.
I'm here.
Hey.
I'm here. Yes?
Good day to you.
I'm here. I suppose it can't be helped. Hope that helps.
Ready. After an Itamok. Got an air.
Dead on.
These ones are in for a whopping!
I'm here.
I'm
At once.
Keeping an eye out. Hey.
I'm here. Look there! Interesting.
I'm ready. Ready, Watcher. Much.
I'm here.
I'm. Permettong Swolia. Ready, Watcher. Dead.
I'm here. Quietly now.
You are from Catacomb, my dear? A remarkable city, truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Catacomb. What made you decide to join our order? They will smile upon your service as long as it is performed in earnest. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
It's no trouble. There you go.
Greetings.
I'm here.
Back, ye Claude! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted!
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now, state your name and purpose. What company do you seek? Tell me of your labors. How do we know your purpose? And how is your oath guarded? Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits. Does he wait still? Did they arrive? Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task. Stop him, and above all, don't let him meet her.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself. I? About my episode in the Catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier. I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times. I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she. Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen.
Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meowald, I'm certain you can see why. You need merely an annoyance. Although, Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there. Thank you. This has been a great burden.
I'd be glad.
Well met, friend.
Welcome.
Woden Talesh died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relock. Blazing Glanfather names, I swear. Rayet Saris? I'll be the effigy. He fought for Rayet Saris. Why'd he fight for Rayet Saris? We gotta go there. That battlefield. Clea... the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw. And who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. I mean, worth trying, right? I appreciate that. Wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
Ready, Watcher. I'm here.
Hey.
My bow's ready.
At once.
How may I help? Indeed.
I'm here. Absolutely.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey.
Good.
Yes?
Yes.
I'd be glad to. Yes? I'd be glad to.
Aye?
Yes?
Let's try this configuration. Shouldn't be here. What do you want? 15 years at Brackenbury. 7 tours to the ruins beyond Solace Vale. I'm an animancer. Still an animancer. That's what I'm trying to figure out! Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now. Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start? Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat. No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine. It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk. Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes! The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls. I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely. Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply. I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance. Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still. Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully. Believe me, I've heard that line before. That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is. He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning. Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls. Ugh, back to these Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you? So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless. So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need. Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish. Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
Not sure how I feel about this. There you go. Not sure how I feel about this.
Yes?
Still and silent. It's finally over.